EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present opening round coverage of the Open Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports at the Open Championship, and we are at the home of golf, the old course at St. Andrews. And Frank, you know the old course is old when the new course here in St. Andrews is a century old.
But the old course is just a treat to play, or even play an Open Championship on that. The holes have changed in the way in which they've played over the years. For example, some of the short par fours are very drivable by today's great players, but the pot bunkers, how penal they are should you stray offline. They have to be avoided. And of course, there's all the little landmarks, whether it be the Old Course Hotel or even the famous Swilcan Bridge as you traverse the 18th hole. There's something at St. Andrews for everybody.
Strong winds have been a factor all day here, Frank. What's the key to scoring low in conditions like this?
Well, sometimes you've almost got to make the ball go to ground. You've just got to keep it out of those high breezes, play away from the trouble.
extra stroke at it after going into the water. Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. So, Frank, he'll take a drop here.
Yeah, he'll take his medicine, take his penalty shot. The hole's not over yet.
Frank, many golfers unaccustomed to the full effects of the wind and playing without a caddy watch with great intent as their well-struck approach shot ends up, 1, not only short of the hole, but 2, short of the green, and 3, short of the burn by some 10 yards.
Yeah, you only need a puff of breeze, really, because it comes over the mound that's behind that first green. And for some reason, that second shot always seems to play that sort of 3 or 4 yards longer, even for the best players in the game.
And he's made the green.
It was supposed to be double bogey. I take a bogey. I'm going to come back anyway. I take that.
So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but left is always the safe side of the golf course. This is the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Yeah, I think that.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Getting set now over the putt.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
Well, you can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
I don't understand what that is. And I get you. You're coming in like that. No. We gonna go right about there, kiddo. Feeling that right.
Be happy with that one, about 10 feet away. Good shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank, that looked good to me.
You're kidding me. You cheated
Man.
me again.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just 5 feet left.
Got cheated
And so just getting started. Even par so far. Now back over to the fourth. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That one thing means over there. Am I playing with someone or what am I doing over there? But I'm going to rock this golf game right now. coming up right now.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
How you like that, kiddo?
Can't get much better
You like
than
that, kiddo? I know you saw that, kiddo. That's forecast live, son. Hold on.
Par fives, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this fifth hole par five measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of 3 bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
We gonna fix that.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Settles in over the putt. Nice birdie to move to 3 under par for the tournament. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Thank you. You gotta help me. I don't know what that sign means over there. The two people on. I can send messages and stuff, son.
EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present second round coverage of the Open Championship. Frank, when you come to the old course at St. Andrews for the Open Championship, you can just about hear the legends whispering to you. So many of the greats have made their mark right here.
It's the oldest, it's the best, and it's the one course that everybody, no matter where they're born, wants to play. Every great player has played St. Andrews, and that will be well in advance after our time, Rich. It's just something special. When you see it and play it, you'll see the reason why.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
So a tester from 4 feet. They'll take it. That's a par. Now to the par 3-8. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, baby. Get in there. Get in there. Nice.
Good work right there. One shot closer to the lead.
That's good. Take care. Yeah, I'm cutting into that lead.
Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Negative. Negatory. That's the ticket.
Strong approach shot here at the 9th. Good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Coming up, son.
Setting himself up for a good weekend, the Wiley golf instructor makes his birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
That has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Frank, how impressive has this round been considering the strong winds?
Oh, it's remarkable, Rich. You look at everybody else out there struggling. This has been a round to savor. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together.
Yeah, baby. Don't want to talk. I'm coming for you.
Just has the feel today.
Why not?
Frank, number 11, the Eden, is really one of the more fascinating holes in all of golf.
Yeah, the two bunkers that the players normally worry about, Strath bunker in the front and the Hill bunker to the left. What makes those two bunkers so difficult is the steepness of the faces in them.
That was an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a full melody now.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Killing him right now.
Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament.
Going in.
Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze, because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. Touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There is gorse left and right, though.
All right. I'm going to try some trickery now. So.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Looks like he just misread that.
Take that.
Getting set now over the putt. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity.
Right there, I'm coming in no matter what, dude. That's what it's set up. Coming in.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present third round coverage of the Open Championship. Welcome to the Open Championship, the oldest major in golf. Frank, there really is nothing quite like it. The old course at St. Andrews combined with the Open Championship, it's bathed in history.
The golf course is magnificent. It just reeks of all the great players that have played the game. Pick your hero, whether it's a Bobby Jones, a Nicklaus, a Rory McIlroy, a Tiger Woods. All the greats have been there and played this marvelous course. It stood the test of time. And even the routing, the old 9 holes out, turn around and 9 holes in. It's marvelous.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole from that spot.
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Congratulations in the cars, huh? I know how to recover. All you know how to recover.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the 4th hole. The 4th hole is adjacent to the 14th, and if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back to the green. But it's a safer way, but a much longer option.
Oh, he loves that one. You can see it. This one is high, it is deep, and it is gone.
Oh, it's the 5 right now.
That's off the beaten track. That's you've got 5 minutes to find it. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Even par currently. Dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Frank, the 15th here at the Old Course, just a classic example of links golf, where you might be aiming for something that isn't even on the golf course.
Exactly. There's a nice line there in between the 2 humps that you can see in front of you off the tee. If you keep looking down, you'll see the church steeple. That's the perfect line for the tee shot. Got to be careful with the second shot coming up. You see the 16th tee and out of bounds to the right of this green, and that little pot bunker that protects the front. Well, talk about taking the head cover off and let it fly. That's beyond long.
Goodness, did he get all of that one? Wow. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole, and what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
And getting ready for the putt. Chalk that up as a birdie for the scorecard.
Good smashing it.
The famous 17th at the Open Championship, Frank, you begin to see the scoreboards, the grandstands, and you know all eyes are on you for the next couple of holes.
Yeah, this is one hole I think that anybody that goes to the old course certainly wants to play. Blind tee shot, you've got to flash it across the out of bounds and somehow find the fairway. If you go too safe down the left side, well, there's some heather to be chopping out of. Good tee shot certainly gives you a chance to hit at this beautiful green that's angled to the left, well protected by the road hole bunker. And then if you're a little ambitious and a little strong, then there's a road itself and an out of bounds beyond this green. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. This from about 10 feet. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed. Well read.
Frank, is there a more famous landmark in the sport than the tiny Swoken Bridge?
I think when you think of this game, the way in which we've followed it and covered it, Rich, over the last decade plus, no. It is just symbolic, not just with this golf course, but the game of golf itself, because every great champion has managed to make his foray across to Scotland and play the old course and walk across that bridge.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. He has this for par. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.